Hello and welcome to acritdownunder. So, welcome back to our 12th episode for those of you who have watched right from the beginning. How exciting. So this episode is titled A Playtime with Poppies.
Oh, this one is.
Yes.
You don't like that name?
Playtime with Poppies.
Yep. For a reason. And someone was like, oh, wait a minute. So first off, just some announcements. I would like to say thank you to all of you guys who have subscribed. It is early in the morning.
Sucked off.
Subscribe. We currently have 35 subscribers, so we are now officially over a third of the way to our giveaway. So it is now becoming closer. It is now getting closer and closer, I should say. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you comment on one of our videos below, on one of our YouTube videos, because we need to know who you are. And if you comment on one of our videos, that's entering our giveaway.
And there's only like 3 people in it.
We've currently literally got 3 or 4 people who have entered, because that's all the comments we've got. So there's a huge chance of actually getting the prizes. So we've got a new player's handbook, so a set of dice and a dice tray that is up for grabs when we hit 100 subscribers. But we need to make sure we hit 100 subscribers before we can do that. So please, please, please subscribe. Get everyone you know to subscribe so you get a chance of winning the stuff. Yes.
Is it 1 comment per entry, or is it 1 comment, that's it?
No. Every single time you comment, that's another entry. So you could go on to every single one of our videos and comment on all 12, and you will have 12 entries. So the more you comment, the more you actually have an entry. So jump onto that, make sure you do that, and also make sure you like one of our social media pages, because that's where the winner will be announced. So other than that, I don't think anyone else has any announcements. What?
In about 2 years' time.
Yeah, because that's when we'll hit 100 subscribers.
Hell yeah.
But no, if we hit 100 subscribers, the giveaway will happen pretty much a week or 2 after that. So please make sure you jump on, make sure you tell everyone to subscribe, and you will have a chance of winning. So I don't think there's any more announcements, do we? We don't have any more announcements?
Not yet.
Sweet! So let's jump straight into it. So these guys, I'll give you a quick rundown of what happened last episode, and then we'll do our little around. You may notice that we're missing a couple of Cups members. That's okay, there was just some complications with a few things, so unfortunately we have no Cryo and no Heldon today, so they will be back hopefully next fortnight. But for now, we have our wonderful 3 remaining players. So last session, these guys basically spent the whole session fighting a bunch of creatures in the Circle of Thunder. And what they realized is that they actually were releasing a boar, or a thunder god.
Thunderclap.
One of the key things that actually happened last episode was that Hugh, every time she entered the Circle of Thunder, the stones would light up with a blue glow. It actually revealed a message around. So she stepped into the ring, it radiated out, made sure a bunch of blue and purplish poppies grew around the area, and the actual words were revealed on the stones.
Purple poppies grew?
Yeah.
Playtime. Playtime with poppies.
Purple poppies.
I don't remember the Poppies.
Purple growing.
I didn't think anyone did, because it was one line that I said, and you made eye contact with me, and you're like, oh! And then that was it.
I did! Because I was like,
How did it grow from the lightning strike?
No, so Hugh stepped into the ring, the stones lit up, and then it radiated like from those stones.
Oh, and then we
Magic.
think you're the child.
And then there was that
I am a
reveal of what happened with the dragon family long ago, and that first little glimpse of potentially something to do with the prophecy, and also things to do with the past of this realm. So that was the main concepts. So let me run around and let me ask you guys what you remember from last session. So Vale, what do you remember from last session?
I remember Crayola going into the cave and walking around and peeking their head up from a cellar. And she's not here to heal me because I'm half HP.
We'll probably rest soon.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's one thing I remember.
I love it. That is so good.
I also remember getting my face slashed by these tree spawns jumping down and bum rushing me. So
You literally.
yeah.
Oh. What?
Show and tell.
So my question to you is, what does fast hands do?
Fast hands. That
Is a good question.
no. I think it. Fast hands. There's a few different things. I can use magic items as a take an action. Yeah, I can use it as an action, and I can use make a dexterity check to pick a lock.
You like what?
Thieves. Yeah, it's I haven't really looked at that because I haven't used my thieving abilities for quite a while.
The most awkward thief ever.
I love it.
Yeah.
It makes for some great storytelling.
You a thief?
Yeah, he's such a bad one.
Oh, I thought you were a thief.
Yeah.
It's become canon.
I love it. That's so good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some things that it does. Elwood, we'll move down the line.
What do I remember? Fuck. I remember that the twig blights were a bit corrupted. I remember annihilating people with my lightning.
Yes.
And also, I remember praying to Saloon for forgiveness.
Yes. You did indeed. My question to you is, what does what does Shelter of the Faithful do?
Anyone that follows the same god provides me aid, essentially. Oh!
Just remember that
Oh!
for going forward.
Okay.
Moving down the line, Hugh. Do you remember from last episode?
You just interrupted our show and tell.
I can tell. You're over there showing off all your stuff.
I remember nothing.
Show and tell characters.
I remember Dragon. Alright, my notes.
Dragging your notes.
I have a dragon by nuts on my notes.
Okay, so I've got Dragon Family has knowledge. Child. Looking after child.
Knowledge.
Prophecy of God's return. Bring forward of Saluna. Alright.
Bring forth Salunith.
Bring forth Saluna.
What? I missed that.
That's the notes that I read.
Bring.
And I know someone had a weird memory.
You didn't share that.
We all heard it. I think that's what I remember. I remember stepping into the stones and they lit up. And I felt a bit special, but then it was actually because it's like someone who is a lost child and stole my limelight. So.
Oh, I loved where
So your
you guys
family banished
brains
gods.
go.
Boom.
What does extra attack do?
Firepower.
I can attack twice.
Yes. I love it. Done.
Whoa! Let's play.
That's it. Okay, so we'll bring ourselves into the realm of D&D now, and get into character and start our wonderful journey of where we're at. So the last thing that happened is you guys were just talking about the
It's autism. I'm like, oh, it's time for me to go home.
Yeah.
and action. Let's jump back into it. So, you guys just found out what you found out, and you guys are currently standing in the middle of the stones.
So
Just
your family crafted these stonies.
I don't know.
Well, it's got your fucking symbol on it. It
I don't know. I haven't
says
been told anything
dragon
about
by the dragon family. These stones here by a dragon family.
I haven't been told a single thing about this. I have no idea.
Consider your family's
Mine?
dead.
Oh. That was a bit harsh.
I used to have parents.
I do have parents, apparently.
I don't.
Someone. They probably were fucking and made another child. You would have when they were like, bye.
Yes, I was banished.
Can I go up to the stones and touch them?
Yep. So the second you go up to the stones and touch them, there's a spark that does happen, and it like does spark for a moment, and it kind of hurts you a little bit.
Ooh.
So you and it's like a little bit. It's actually quite cold, the stones. So it kind of you have this moment where you're like, ow. So that lightning, that residue of the lightning that's around this area, kind of gave you that little bit of like a static electricity feel. But the stones are freezing. The stones almost feel like you've just stuck your hand along like an ice cube.
Can I go up to the boar and what did the boar drop?
The boar blinked out of existence.
Oh,
Was
so
not there.
nothing's there.
As in, like, you dealt that blow and he literally started floating up and then poof,
What
you know,
about
sea
the
of
main Bunga Bunga people that were chanting?
the Oompa Boompa people? They were looted already by Vale.
Oh, anything?
Fuck all.
Fuck all.
Oh, well, was it going to touch the stones?
So when you touch the stones, there's that there's that blue energy that kind of appears around the stones again.
Oh.
So it literally highlights the words and the pictures
words
and stuff
that-
like that around on each of the stones.
Well,
and it's almost like it
it
pulses
says
through.
that what you read to us, that the dragon family put these here. Nothing in your memory about this?
Don't know anything about it.
Roll a history check.
I feel like we need to go back to your house.
Is there these purple poppies on the ground still?
So you're currently up like 10, 20, like 25 feet up in the air, and it's, you know, the layers down, but it's a sea around. So from the moment you get to the bottom of the hill, there's just poppies, and it's grown through, like, as far as the eye can see, in this like little bit of a field that you're in the woods. So there's this huge clearing in the woods. And you can see the forest line around you in
So
the
this whole
distance.
circle is filled with poppies, right?
Not the circle,
Yeah.
so I'll show you what I mean. So like, let me do
Everything
this.
that's green.
So anything that currently, if I can have my thing work, that'd be beautiful. Why is that not working? Hello? So anything that's not in that. So,
I picked flowers before.
mm,
Are they them?
no, because the poppies only just appeared when Hugh first stepped into the circle
Oh.
and the stones lit up. So when
Only
the stones
you-
lit up, there was a radiation of like energy that just pulsed from the actual center of the stones, and it essentially grew the poppies as the energy was flowing out. And you saw very briefly the glimpse of these poppies slowly growing, and it just cascaded out to the edge of the forest. They're like a bluey purple kind of like almost like lavender like type of look.
Like a deep purple?
Like
Oh.
a deep purple.
Can I go to where Cryella came out of?
You can.
Cryella didn't find anything down there, did
No.
she? She searched all for it.
She searched all through the place and she didn't find anything.
Guys, we can go back to my village.
Actually, can I go
Should we
on
go
the other
back?
side? Through the other entranceway?
Like this way?
Yep.
That's
Yeah,
what I
totally.
did, wasn't
So
it?
you actually go down into there and it opens up to the same type of cabin. Let me just pull it up. So that way you can see. Hello?
What is that? Oh, it's Nico. Just look at my foot.
Alright, so so you appear there as you kind of it opens up to this like makeshift tunnel.
Yep.
And it splits into two directions. What you will notice as well is that the floor is more heavily trampled in this area than the other areas were.
Yeah.
Vale, where are you?
Well, before I went down, I'll just say that I'm gonna go down this little entrance I
We
saw.
can go to my village. Gram, know your papa.
Yeah, hold up. I just want to check something. I'm gonna light a torch
Yep.
and enter.
Yep.
I'm
So
gonna try and be sneaky, even though I've got a light source.
you can still try and like be quiet. So roll a sneak attack because you can still
Sneak
try
attack.
and be
Sneak attack.
not sneak attack. Sneak attack. Yeah.
21.
21. Okay, cool. So you can still be sneaky even with the light source. The light source just makes your like DC for that much higher because obviously they can see the light source. But you can still be like quiet when you walk around corners and stuff.
Yep. I'll go left first.
Left first. So you walk into this area. You'll notice that it's a gravesite. So
Graveside.
there's a table at the end. And there's these bodies that are littered along the floor. Now they're wrapped in sheets. That's what those white things are. They're kind of wrapped up in these sheets, and you can see the blood stains in the dirt. There's a quite pungent smell that hits you though, so you can kind of determine that they've been here for a while.
I'm going to grab my dagger and open them up. I want to
Yep.
see who these people are
Sweet.
or what they are.
Yeah, perfect. So you kind of slowly kind of
Grab my
in
dagger.
this-
Yeah.
the sheet, and they open up. You get this like elven features, and you can see by the look of their clothing and the way that they are presented and the way they're decomposing has kind of really taken a time. You can tell that there's some sort of druid, and they're also elves. They also look local to the woods.
Is there anything on them? I want to loot them. I want to
No.
see if there's any goodies.
I'm a grave robber.
You can make an investigation check actually.
Because I can thief better when they're dead.
Yeah.
Does he get advantage?
21.
Hold on. So
Pickpocket
you
the
go
dirt.
into a really in-depth search of these bodies. You'll notice that you just open up their body. The clothes look quite not necessarily regal, but they're modest.
Yeah.
They're quite nice.
They had decent clothing for.
Yeah, they're not
They were
exactly. They're not like covered in leaves. The bodies, however, look like they've been here for such a long time, and you can see areas where, like, maybe they had some gold or some weapons. Nothing is on them anymore, so it seems whatever they've had is no longer with them. So yeah,
So
there does look like there was a place for a potion, and there also looks like one of them had a shield, because you can see like scuff marks on their arm where their shield would often be held. But that's kind of what you get from that investigation check. There's nothing really on the bodies anymore.
well, I'm gonna go up the hallway.
Up this way.
Yep.
So there's this tiny little outcrop to the right. Now the outcrop to the right is literally this like tiny little area, or it's a storage area. There's a couple of barrels
What's in the barrels?
of food. You can actually see because the barrels like are
Are they rations?
open. They're like fruit, and they're like stuff that's seemingly like from the woods that they just gathered. So they're like fruit and nuts and those types of things.
If I were to grab them as rations, or can I use them as rations?
You can grab some as rations. You probably wouldn't be able to take the whole barrel with you, unless you got the cart.
How many can I grab?
You'd probably be able to grab about 3 rations worth,
Yeah, I'll grab.
just by your hands and just sticking
yeah,
them
I'll
in.
just put them.
Go for it. Right, you just go, ooh, food. And you build up enough for about 3 rations worth.
And then I'll go up.
And then you're gonna go up.
Yeah.
Okay, so you get to... Oh, come on. You get to about here and you notice that there to your right is a bed chamber. So there's an actual proper mattress on the floor with obviously, not a mattress, sorry, but a bed roll. Ooh, I was like, a mattress? That doesn't sound right. There's also a chest to the side. And there's some blood on the floor. So it looks like this is like...
So right at the base of the bedroll, or the bed, there's blood soaked into the dirt.
Yeah, so it's soaked into the actual dirt itself, and it's splotched around the area, so it looks like someone has...
And just by the looks of it, it looked like this living area doesn't look like orcs were living here.
It doesn't look like orcs were, but you could probably determine based on the furs and stuff that were around, it looks like one of the leaders that were doing the chanting, because they were like a half-orc, like, breed.
Okay.
And then there's obviously that little, like, chest that looks like it's a chest.
A chest. Well, I'm gonna go look at the chest. I'm gonna look at the chest.
Chest. I love it.
Open it.
So you open up the chest. You do not need to make a check because you'll see it straight away.
Stuffs and things and things and stuffs.
Stuffs and things and things and stuffs.
What did they say these rocks were for? Was it to keep away a god, or...?
I actually don't know. Did it say that? I know. I rolled a 15 for history and I never got it, so... Slack DM over here.
Me
I'm
too.
coming back to it. You can wait. Alright, so you actually find this in one of the chests. So, that is what you find in the chest. You kind of look at it. It's got this, like, silvery, like, tinge to it as it, like, moves around. Kind of looks like there's glitter and, like, little bits of sparkles and stuff like that kind of move through it. Yeah.
Well,
Moon cheers?
so it's a potion.
It's a potion. You can definitely determine that.
I'm going to... Can I roll my Arcana just to see what...
You totally can.
Make a guess.
Yep.
Whoa, that is...
Do I have advantage on identifying potions?
6.
Nothing. Whoa, that's a shiny.
Yes, I think so. You look at the potion and you're kind of like, ooh, that looks shiny. What you will be able to pick up with a 6, though, is that you can determine that it's a potion that is like, there is magical properties. It's not something that's like a potion of poison or something like that. It's not like it's just a jar of poison or a jar of liquid. It's definitely
Magical
a potion of
properties.
some sort of magical, likeness. You just don't know what.
So what else can the room provide? I look through everything else other than the chest.
Yeah,
Is there
so
anything?
the chest literally had that, and it had a couple of scraps of paper and stuff like that with nothing really on it.
What's on the paper?
Nothing.
Nothing. Is
Blank pieces of paper.
I'm gonna grab the paper.
Grab all the paper. You get about 10 pieces of paper.
10 pieces of paper.
Obviously, like the room itself has furs. It has some sort of like, it has little things scattered around. Like there's some bones. There's pieces of broken wood, and there's like a little bit of like, carcasses and stuff like that around. Like it looks like this is kind of like a sleeping area, but also a bit of a dumping ground. It doesn't look very nice.
Yeah. What's to the left? That
Over here or down this way?
down that way.
So as you walk down this way, you notice that it's a ladder that goes straight up,
Another one.
and there's a hatch at the top.
All right, I'll go up there.
Perfect. So you go up the ladder, and you will realise that as you pop up from the bottom of the ladder, you kind of climb up. You push open the hatch. What I'm going to actually do is I'm actually going to go back to these guys for the time being. So while you're doing that, what are you guys doing while Vale's going down and doing all of that?
What did the stone say again?
Like all of it?
Well, like, just give me like a summary.
General gist?
Yeah, like, were they this circle to keep a god away? Or...
So, it basically it went around, and it essentially said the dragon family were tasked with remembering, because there was a group of people who went around and tried to lock all the gods away because the evil gods were basically trying to control humanity.
And Saloon helped them.
Saloon was the main instigator in all of that. She actually said she was the one who was like, right, the only way we can fix this is if we lock every god away. We can't just do half and half, it has to be everyone. So she actually helped instigate the locking away of everything. And just before Saloon went, she basically tasked the dragon family. She was like, right, here's a prophecy. Shah will return. I don't know when. Here's the prophecy that will help you when that time comes.
And we don't know the full prophecy.
You don't know the full prophecy. You don't know where it is, but you know that dragon family were tasked in holding onto the prophecy or putting it somewhere safe. You also found out that they were given the Saloon's child, or the heir, the descendant, to look after, because each generation of their children would get more and more, would get stronger and stronger until there was a child born at the Feast of the Moon, under the moonlight, and they would become the person who the prophecy was speaking about. The dragon family clearly, though, did not look after the child. Something had happened. Something has happened during the giving of the child, and now that has basically meant that the child was not. That the last line said, but this was not to pass.
What do you want to do now here? We can go to my village. I'll get answers from Grandma.
I reckon we should. Does anything pop into my head when we're like rereading it? Kind of deciphering it? Does anything click into place?
Like any memories that your dad
What was your
said?
history check?
You must have snuck around
It was
your
15
castle.
or 16. Did I hear any conversations? Did I see anything when I
Your-
was younger?
Your past,
What was that?
your past is very much one that sent.
Oh my god, they had me.
Everyone's on the grass and stuff like that, aren't they? No one's on the road.
No.
I'm on the road.
Like on the road, or
I'm like touching the grass.
I'm touching grass.
They can get past fucking...
They can get through. The guy who dropped my food, I've got through.
okay, sweet,
I'm not blocking anything.
cool. So essentially, the way that it works is that you remember bits and pieces of your past. You remember that your family had always, your mum specifically always told you that your family has a very deep past.
I'm reciting this to my own brother.
And you remember that your mum would always be really kind of upset about certain things of the past. They didn't really speak very much about it. You know your castle, oh not your castle, your house, your mansion, would often have images and stuff that your family has collected over the years, and that was a lot of it was stored in your vault. And you know that those weapons and stuff like that were forged a long time ago. They were held in your vault.
Was there any symbolism around your house? Like images, something that would click?
Surely I would know something, because I was a bit of my dad's prodigy, wasn't I?
You do remember in the garden, because you spent a lot of time in the garden, there was a statue of gods in this bit of a circle. After hearing all of this and it all kind of clicks to you, you do realise that at least one of those gods was the god of Saloon.
Was that there last time we visited my home?
I don't know if we went in the garden, we just went in the house.
Yeah,
To
you
the
guys
vault.
just went into the house because it was...
It's a big mansion.
You guys never went in the garden, but also you
I
remember
wonder
the
what
house
other
was destroyed.
secret stuff it has in there.
There's got to be hidden things around the house. If
Yeah.
there's so much history, I don't think it would just only be...
And that it'd probably be generations.
It'd have to be Yeah, I would say that, yeah. Because they wouldn't just have open history like that.
So, as you guys are having this conversation, you see...
No.
We're all
failed.
Us three were like
death. You actually see this, like, the ground literally next to you guys, and you see Vale, like, open this, like, hatch in the ground that you guys were standing right next to.
I have found a potion. Elwyn, I chuck it at Elwyn. I'm like, catch. What is this?
Make a dexterity check. Both of you.
I'm gonna use my lucky point.
just straight dexterity.
Yeah, just dexterity.
It's 21.
Natural 20.
Okay, cool. You throw it and you like flick it a little bit and it just spins.
I just go.
And then Element just in like mid-air just catches and goes.
Do I roll with advantage for identifying?
Yeah. What do I get you to roll? Hang on. What
Is
am
it
I
like
rolling?
medicine or something?
Arcana.
I think
Well, there's
because
gotta be
you've
some
got
stuff in that house.
you've got proficiency in certain things. Where is it? Downtown. That's what I did. Did I put it down?
But I do think we should go see Graham before we go to...
Because you're proficient in
Or something.
herbalism, aren't you?
Yeah, but the alchemy kit gives me like advantages on identifying potions and herbs or something.
Potion.
Right. Do you have an alchemy kit or herbalism kit?
Herbalism kit, sorry.
You've got a herbalism because Cryella has the alchemy kit.
But
Yeah, roll advantage, roll an arcana check.
I can look at the benefits. Arcana.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Can't remember what I got you. I've been getting you to roll.
16.
So 16?
Yeah.
So you look at it and you actually do determine very briefly that this is some sort of potion magic that has not necessarily healing properties, but it does something of the same effect. So you'll notice it's different to healing, but it does something that...
My knowledge of the nature and uses of herbs can add insight to your magical studies that deal with plants and your attempts to identify potions.
Perfect, cool. So you look into it and you actually do realize that this potion of sorts has some sort of magical properties that relate to healing. You don't know specifics.
It relates to healing.
It relates to healing, but it's not healing.
It relates to healing.
That's all you can determine. You don't actually know what type of potion it is.
Thank you.
No. Give that back.
If you can steal it back, you can have it back.
Give it back, Elwyn.
No.
Whilst they're bickering, does anything trigger when
This is
I look
bedrock.
at Elwyn and Vale
No.
or Vale
Right.
specifically? Does anything kind of be like, maybe Vale's the child?
I hold it anyway.
Maybe
You hold
it
it?
is Elwyn.
I found it.
Nah, nothing would click because you would have there's all of this is the first time you're hearing about the specifics of this. You would never have actually picked up on any of that.
Can I get Apollo to do a deception check?
Apollo, yeah.
Is it
And then whilst he's doing that, I'm going to
And three.
walk into the poppies.
Yep.
Oh!
Alright. Jordan?
Yeah. Yeah.
Scissors, paper, rock. Scissors, paper,
5.
rock. Ooh, alright.
3.
Scissors,
I just turn around there
paper, rock.
doing that.
Scissors, paper, rock. I'm gonna roll a slide.
So remember, I said relates to healing of some sort. It's not necessarily like a healing potion because you've got to remember this is like a silvery liquid. You from your experience, potions of actual healing are red.
Yeah. Come on.
You're like, yeah, I don't care about that.
I'm just like watching him.
Make a sleight of hand check then.
With disadvantage, I'm looking at him.
Well, it depends. Are you doing it right now, or are you?
I want to do it as we're playing scissors paper rock.
You want to do it as you're playing scissors paper
Let's
rock,
say
okay?
our characters are playing scissors paper.
Okay, I'll give you that then because you're distracted.
I'm gonna use my second and only. Fuck it. Holy shit.
I love it.
23.
Okay, so your passive perception's 15, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So as you're playing scissors, paper, rock, you're like, oh, and then Ellen's like, best of 3, ha, ha, and then you're just with your other hand, and you would actually see this, the other hand just...
Ellen!
Hey!
Like,
I won!
best of 3. I guess I'm so lucky, right?
You would have probably just gone...
Yeah, I would have just watched that back.
Yeah.
Anyway, we should go back to the village.
I want to go look at the poppies.
Okay, let's go.
I think I saw another cave.
Crayola went through it.
No, there's another one. I saw another cave. Up over there.
Oh, okay.
Just so you're aware, that direction is the direction of your car, of your village.
Of your car.
Oh, okay.
Your car's parked over there.
The cart is that way. Your village is that way though.
We'll need to get the cart back.
We do.
Because Gail's in there.
Oh, jeez.
It's literally only been like this entire thing from the moment you dropped off the cart to now. It's been probably 4 or 5 hours. It's like 1 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around that time.
Well, come on, Vale, hurry the fuck up.
Hail.
Hail! Hail!
Hail, everyone. I'm gonna go down to the cave
Yep.
entrance. And
Yep.
saunter on in.
Can I
with
go
my
down to the
torch.
poppies with you?
Yep.
In the direction of the cart, though.
Before I go in there, can I pick up one of those poppies? 'Cause I'm right off the cusp. I can see the fields of.
No, you're going to the
lavender.
cave.
I would have goddamn touched the flowers.
Goddamn touch the flowers! Okay, so Crayola and Hal are just kind of sitting back watching you guys.
So,
And
like-
see you guys get up and move.
What do you want us to do? Do you want us to follow? What do you want us to do?
They're like turning it, they're running into the stones. Effie
Don't
just
play
moving
with
around. So all 3 of you walk down now.
In the
Yes,
stones.
you are on the cusp of the poppies. The poppies.
Poppy.
And we're like, don't move out of the way.
So
Oh.
you pick up
Falling
a
down.
flower, and are you also you two picking up a flower?
I was going to
Yeah.
look at it first. But yeah, I guess I'll pick it up.
Okay. Also, all 3 of you guys walk into the field slightly. You're like, oh, I'm just going to quickly pick up a flower before I go in there. All 3 of you watch as Vale picks up the flower first, and then you guys pick up your flowers. Vale, you suddenly feel very, very sleepy.
Oh!
And you two start to follow.
Whoa.
Now you have a moment of like, this is weird. You two though start really
Can I back
falling.
Can I let it go and back out?
You drop to the ground. So do you, Vale. Hal and Crayola both run down at this point. You're kind of pushing it back a little bit because you've got that resistance to like sleep.
Yeah, I can't be put to sleep.
And you're kind of like, oh. Whereas Hal and Crayola both run down, and as soon as they run down into the poppy field and start picking up you and you,
Yeah, hold up. I think I have resistance against sleep. Because
Too bad.
I'm fine.
you might, but even with the resistance, or even with that type of push, you even still...
Oh, okay, for the plot.
You resist it quite a lot.
I'm resisting.
But there's kind of this moment where it becomes too overwhelming for you to resist it, and you actually hear a voice in your head that just says, "Let it take you."
What does the voice sound like?
Sounds like your grandma's voice.
Oh!
Okay. Oh dear.
And you kind of like, you hear that and you're like, okay.
Okay.
Oh my god, Apollo is the only one alive.
No, Apollo is also asleep.
But he didn't touch them.
He walked into the poppy field
Also,
with you.
as soon as I'm asleep, my shield is up.
Correct. So everyone has ran in.
Vale is
Everyone's ran in to you guys. No, because Vale's right next to you guys.
No, he said he walked to me, but we followed him.
Yes.
Oh no, I said near the car. We were
We were
going.
going the other way.
Oh, fuck!
Sorry, Vale.
You bloody bastards.
Well, maybe you should have stuck with us.
So you're going to see. Well, Cryella would run to Vale. How will
then
run
fall
to you
asleep.
guys? And then yeah. So it's essentially Cryella and Vale on one side, Hal and everyone on the other side, and then you guys all literally run into the poppy field. The second you cross that threshold and the poppy dust hits you in the face, you all essentially go to sleep. The last thing that you do see
I would
though,
have fell down, and then it would just be us invisible.
yeah, you guys would have disappeared. Now, Vale and Cryella are still exposed. Oh, are they? It's a 30-foot cube, isn't it?
Meeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely much further away than 30 feet. So, as you all fall asleep, so the way that you fall asleep is it's Vale.
I close my eyes.
Vale
I close my
Cute.
eyes. That's what happens when you sleep.
and it is Elowen. I forgot your name for a second.
Bitch.
There's a purple dot in the center of that.
Yes.
Oh.
So, Vale, you
Close my
go
eyes.
close your eyes, and you have a moment where you can hear the screams of like Cryella and Hal, and then they fade out. Now, those screams kind of stay lingering in this like black void, and they kind of start morphing, and they start muffling, and voices ring past your ears, and you're getting glimpses of words like, help! Come!
Yes.
Every time. Dirty-minded bitches. Karma.
No,
Oh
come.
my god.
Come.
In.
So you hear these voices that... Alright, settle. You hear those voices and they bring past you. Slowly the void actually makes way to like blurry images. This is of Neverwinter streets. Your vantage point or your view is quite short, and you see Elric that kind of becomes clear in front of you, but he's a child. He's the Elric that you remember when you kind of first met him. You see him in front of you. He says, "Don't worry, I won't tell anyone." And then he says, "Come on, let's find a way to hide you." And then you see him turn and walk. As you go to run off, there's this dark shadow that kind of comes over,
Like,
and it's like a filter
Like, as we're like,
as you're walking. So you're in this like alleyway,
yeah.
and he goes around the corner, and then the entire image goes to this like dark tinge, and you see this like shadowed figure kind of appear next to you, and it's lurking kind of off into the distance, like in the corner of your eye. And you kind of turn for a moment, and you see as the people in Neverwinter, and you can see the people, they all start disappearing in black smoke. And you're basically left alone, standing, and this black hooded entity appears basically in front of you, and it says, "You steal from me, now I steal from you." And it basically comes flying at you, and it hits you in the face, and it just your face becomes black
Yeah.
smoke, and it engulfs you. You essentially then appear in this dead forest, so the trees around you is all just dead trees, and it's completely nighttime. There's this path that leads you to a single door. When it decides that it wants to work for you.
Door. Reveal yourself.
A door!
Oh, come off my face.
So you see as this appears in front of you,
Ooh.
and as you kind of are observing it and looking at it, you notice that your feet are automatically just moving towards the door.
So yeah, it's like I can see it, but it's like I'm getting like pulled towards it, but
Very
I look
much
down
so.
and my legs are already walking towards it.
Exactly, like there's this pull that's basically just doing this, and you notice as you actually have full autonomy over your thoughts, but you've got nothing happening from head to toe at the moment. You're trying to tell your feet to stop, and they're not stopping. You're just moving constantly towards the door.
Is there like a sense, like what do I see? Is it like that image? Do I see something?
That's exactly what you see.
Do I see? Can I recognize what's through that door?
You make an intelligence check.
Fucking try.
17.
17. So you are looking through the door. You can see that mountain and you can see that sheer, like that field. Something familiar about it does ring.
Am I getting like a sense of impending doom or
Not from
fear?
inside the door, no.
No.
It's this sweet sense. It's this. You're kind of like, oh, amazing, and you realize that your feet are basically at the door now. And as you get to the door, the image does fade, and it becomes a glass door, and you fall through it, and you realize that you're actually just falling. I'm gonna leave that there for a second. As you fall, though, you do hear a voice saying, as you fall through the door. Now, we're gonna go to Hugh. So, Hugh, you see Vale.
I'm sorry, snorting earlier. I don't know what it's done to my throat.
What are you snorting?
When Jordan said come.
She was snorting cum.
Shit. So, you actually see Vale pass out, and then you, oh shit, and then you also fall asleep. Now,
But wasn't she not near me?
no, but she would have seen you, and she would have heard the puff in the distance, and you probably would have looked around and gone, oh shit, because where you guys came out, you could actually see each other.
Yeah.
That you guys are far in the distance, but you could see each other. You see a void of black. And then a voice starts ringing through the air. Starts muffled, and then it starts becoming clear. You hear the voice say, why would you do this? And it's your voice. This is not what should have happened. As your vision slowly becomes clear, you're actually standing in the woods at dusk. You look down and you see your hands are covered in blood. And in front of you, you see Xanathia covered from head to toe in blood with a knife in her chest.
Deserved it.
And
Sorry, I'm joking.
as she says her final words, she says, You have to fight her. You're stronger than her. And she comes up and she touches your cheek as you see her life force slip away. And she dies right in your hands. You look up to see a black hooded figure in the distance, laughing directly at you. This you won't win. As the figure disappears in this cloud of black smoke, as you kind of drop Xanathia and you go to run at it, it just disappears. You look back at Zen, and she literally sinks into the ground as the ground's covering her, and she looks like she's being reclaimed by nature. You look up to see a portal or a door frame that strikes a resemblance or a familiarity in your head. And you don't really... You try to place where you remember this from, but you can't figure out directly. But it looks familiar. You realize that as you go forward, you're stepping one step at a time, and your feet are slowly moving. You look over to see an Apollo next to you, and then he looks up at you and goes, "Good luck," and then disappears in a black smoke. As you keep walking, you look back and you see this distant figure watching as you're stepping. It's almost like this huge ethereal figure that's covering the area, and you just look, and as you look back, you're right at the portal. The portal does change to this mirror image as you stop and you fall through, and you hear the yes as you're falling. So, Elwyn.
My turn.
You, however, have a very different chain of events. You see yourself floating in a dark room. And you notice as you look down, you are hovering in midair with your legs crossed, your hands on your lap. You hear a voice or a memory floating around you, as if it's watching your brain process and store information. So essentially you're sitting in this room and you're seeing all these memories and thoughts fly past you. And
Of
it
theirs?
of yours.
Oh.
It almost looks like they're storing away somewhere else in your brain. So it's not anything unusual to you because you don't usually dream or you don't usually have anything when you're asleep. It literally looks like you're watching your brain just store away information from the day. You see this like flicker of light though appear in front of you. So it starts off quite far away in front of you,
Yeah.
and then as the light kind of comes forward, it just engulfs the entire room and it just blows and explodes in this like starlight sparkle moment. And what you do see... it is a portal that you also have a familiarity with. And it's almost like you've only ever seen this once before, but you do have this sense of familiarity.
That's pretty.
And you notice this pull towards it. What would you like to do?
Can I look around? Is it like a dark room and that's the portal?
Yeah, so it's a dark room. It's a wooden room though. It's an actual room, not like dark void. Like you're in a dark room. There's no windows. There's no doors. It's just a wooden box.
Anything about this familiar to me?
The portal itself looks very familiar. The portal itself is one that you do look at and you go,
Do I make the connection that this is the dream realm?
no.
No.
I mean, you would have an inkling, but you can't know for sure
Yeah.
because where you are at the moment is like in your own thoughts.
Yeah.
But the portal.
And I've never been in a dream realm.
You've never really had much of a dream before, no.
No. Okay, I go up to the portal.
So you walk up to the portal. The second you step at the portal, it turns into a mirror, and you're looking eye to eye to yourself.
What do I see in my reflection?
You actually see these big eyes, horns that grow out, wings that are behind you, and you've got this long purple hair and essentially these like flowing dresses. You actually see a crown on your head. And you see essentially a reflection of like aspects of you, but it's not it doesn't. You look at it and you go, there's aspects of me there, but there's not. That's not me.
I'll just touch the glass.
So your hand passes straight through it, and you fall. Like you actually go straight through the mirror, and it keeps going, and you start falling. So, you guys.
Does Apollo have one?
No. Hello?
I feel like you guys know what's going on.
No, he was just showing a photo
So-
of me.
Oh.
You guys. You
Strawberry.
fall through. Now, all of you guys are experiencing this all at once at this point. You enter the portal and you suddenly feel weightless. Like light as air. You feel like you're drifting and just floating down like a feather from somewhere up above. A strange sense of familiarity washes over all of you guys. And even though you've got no idea where you are, you actually feel this sense of calm, even though you've heard a maniacal laugh appear behind you.
Did I hear the laugh?
You didn't. The smell of your favourite food comes wafting past your nose, and it sounds like laughter that fills the air. The clouds around you feel like they're dancing and moving and engulfing you like hugs. The dance and the weave that they kind of shape into like images of memories of things that have happened in your past. And as you're falling, you're seeing these glimpses, memories that have been long forgotten, and it gives you that sense of happiness again. As you start to hear the sound of these waves crashing on a beach, you see the land fast approaching you because you're now starting to speed up and you're starting to get faster. You see the land as it really does come up to you, and just before you hit the ground, you suddenly stop about this far off the ground. You hover for a moment and you fall that last little bit to the ground into soft sand. Welcome to the plane of dreams.
We all there together.
All three of you are now sitting on a beach.
Where's Apollo?
3 of us. Whoa.
Sitting on a beach.
Elowen,
What?
would I remember?
You would instantly remember as soon as you hit the sand.
Well, I've been here before.
You have?
Yeah, me and Zanafia, we've been here before. And we met two travellers.
Have I been here before?
You have.
So have I.
You haven't.
Yeah, I'm just.
You're like, huh?
Can I just
That's-
like grab the sand and just like.
Yeah, so you actually grab the sand. It feels like
This is where I go.
glass, but it also
Oh.
feels soft. And it feels
So it's like sharp, it's.
sharp,
We had
but
to
also
go-
in a soft way. Like, nothing's making sense because you're seeing the waves crash, but you're also seeing them kind of like mist in air and then crash back down. Like, everything looks slightly unusual, or slightly like everything's being like glitching out of reality and then coming back in. So the trees in the distance and the rocks in the distance, they look like marshmallows shining on like
Oh my god,
a sand.
we're here.
Have you been inside that building?
Yes.
Is there a building?
That's how we get back. That's how I got back last time.
It's not a building.
It's like
It's a
I-
platform
Right.
in the middle of the ocean, so it's just one singular platform. You actually look over as she said that. Look at that building, and you both go, "It's a platform." So it's on top of a rock.
Oh, is this a different place?
No,
The one.
this is the same place you've been.
There's a funny little man that lives here. He's very annoying.
There's people that just live here.
Yeah, there's many.
Oh, really?
It's the realm of dreams.
I didn't encounter anybody when I came here, apart from the other two people that seem to have woken up with us. What were their names? Yeah.
Make a history check.
Oh, fuck. 11.
You can't remember.
Oh,
You go, there were 2 other people who were here, but you don't actually remember who they are. Also, one thing you will recognise though, this is the first time that all 3 of you have actually had what seems like a dream together. It's never actually happened like this before. And one thing you will notice is Hal and Crayola are not with you.
Yeah, I was about to ask
Well,
that.
usually, I'm like looking at myself and I'm like, usually I'm more solid when I'm here though. I've never done this before.
Are we translucent?
You are not fully translucent. There is like a moment where like as you move your hands, there's almost like a delay. Like you're actually you're seeing each other slightly like move through like the air. But it's not like a translucent type look. It's more of that delay.
Okay.
How'd you get to the platform from here? We just have
I
to walk
swear
up, don't
I
we?
remember it was in like I had to walk over rocks or something. I
Can I look
swear.
around?
Yeah?
Yeah, I wanna.
Make
Anything
a perception check.
Where does that man
Can I
live?
make a perception check as well?
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if he lives anywhere.
It's not because I've spoken to the god of dreams,
God of Dreams?
didn't I? I spoke to him.
Who's that?
The ruler?
There's no ruler here.
How do you know?
There is.
There's not.
Someone that controls this land, a god.
I rolled an 8.
You look around, you notice the same thing you did notice before. The rocks, the sand, the ocean. What you'll notice is this ocean looks like, it looks like water, but it also looks like it's just a top layer of water. It doesn't look like there's anything happening underneath it. So everything looks odd. It looks like it doesn't make sense. Like you see the rocks, they look pretty solid because there's that like platform on the top.
Am I able to make like a platform to the platform for us to go up to?
With a spell.
No, just like how I usually do when I'm here.
Sure. You can. I'm like with a spell or so you actually
I was
yeah
just
you
thinking,
can.
Can I like? I don't know. It just feels everything feels off, and I'm just like, can I? I don't know. Can I think of something and it would appear?
You can give it a go.
Yeah, I think of like those rocks in front of me to just dissolve down and move aside. Would that work or?
So you think really hard for a moment at the rocks. Hardly. You think really hard at the moment for the rocks, and you actually see the rocks kind of shift a little bit, and you can see them slightly be moving, and you're like, ah. And then all of a sudden you look over and you see Elowen doing this, and she's pulling the rocks, and she's literally making this like platform stair tier thing right to the platform. So you don't see anything else happen with what you were trying to do though.
Can I look in the water? Is there a reflection in the water?
You actually look into the water. There's no reflection of you.
Is there a god in this plane? Would I remember that?
You would remember that, yes.
Is there?
There is a god in this plane. That's what you remember.
There is a god that controls the dreamland, Elowen. Because
that
last
I've
time,
met.
last time we were here, I swear we had to do some trials.
I just know there's
To
a
get
funny
out.
little man here.
Where is he?
Somewhere.
Do you know his name?
Dorinka.
Yes! That's him!
He's not a
That's
god.
him!
He's not a god.
Elowen, that's him!
He's not a god.
I start yelling out his name.
What is it? So,
Okay, well let's go up the stairs, but Dorinka isn't a god.
Gimme, he's Elowen, he's something.
Yeah, an annoying little
Where-
man.
I'm gonna yell out his name.
you yell it out.
Dorinka.
So it kind of echoes and it bounces off the rocks and the water and the sand. And there's there's no sense of presence. There's no sense of anything that kind of comes from that.
I walk up the stairs.
You walk up the stairs. So as you walk up the stairs, you realize that it's like a compass in like on the actual.
Was this where I was too?
Pardon? No, you've never been here before.
On this platform?
On this platform before, no. This is new to you. But it's not unusual because what you realized when you were here the last time is that this place is huge.
Yeah.
Like, it's not surprising you that there's places you haven't seen before because you're only seeing a very small part of it. So you walk up to the platform and that's what you notice. It's like a compass style.
Come on!
I'll go up with her, but I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'll go as well.
keep looking at my surroundings to watch for him.
So when you guys get up to the platform, you notice that there's this vast sea or expanse that kind of goes as far as the eye can see, and it's this purplish, dark purple water that kind of surrounds this island type thing. You look back and you actually see that this room or this land goes on for as far as the eye can see that way, water as far as the eye can see that way. The actual sky as well is this bright sky, but you can see the stars. You can see these sorts of like planetary objects like moons and like planets and stuff like that really close up. But the sky is bright. It's like it's daytime.
Elowen, I'm telling you now, Dorinka has a lot. He's not just a funny little man. He has a lot of power in this world, and I do believe, hand on my heart, that he's a god. But I swear I remember hearing something or remembering something about, I don't know if it's a conversation we've had or I had with him when I was with all the other people, but it was something about like I swear you're stronger than him, or you're like immune to him, or he's afraid of
Me?
I swear. Right? I swear.
Where? I'm like, where? Where are we?
We're in the dream realm.
The dream realm.
Can I
It's
think of a dream and see if something happens? Like a memory?
Sure. What are you thinking of?
I'm gonna think of alright, it's a really strong memory of being in being in the garden with my mum.
So for a moment, you get this like image, and you actually look up, and you can see the clouds. They morph into this image of you in the garden with your mum. You two don't see anything. You see it clear as day, right in front of you, and you kind of smile for a moment, and you see the memory in the clouds.
Okay, did I ever see Dorinka's face?
You did see Dorinka's face.
Can I imagine his face?
You can. However, his face was not as clear as the memory you just did. So you start morphing the clouds, but it looks like just this head with eyes. Like you don't actually see the features of his face.
There's not any kind of feature I can like just say to Evelyn to point out.
You can't morph it into the clouds, no.
Can I look at the compass, the ground? Do we see anything?
Yep. So you see 3 platforms in this like triangle pattern. So 1 on the north and 2 on either side. You also see obviously the compass points, and you see like pentagonal points.
Yeah.
That's my word.
I'll step on one of the platforms.
You stand on one of the platforms. Which one?
The north one.
So you stand here.
Yeah.
The second you stand on the platform and stop for a moment, that platform lights up with this light, and you see this very faint beam that appears from the center of the platform, and it goes as far up as the eye can see.
Is there like carvings, or is it like mechanical in nature, or is it like...
It looks almost like it's a arcana carvings on each one of those platforms. There's different symbols littering this entire platform. You can see... you make an arcana check for me.
Step on the platform. Last time I was here,
that would be a 12.
So who's the
Okay.
fourth person?
So you do see some of the symbols, and you do actually recognize that they're all symbols that come from the same school of magic. But you're trying to place the schools of magic, and you just can't figure out which one it is. But you recognize that the way that the symbols are drawn, the way that their curves happen, the way that the sharp edges happen, you notice, oh, they must all be from the same school. But you don't know what school.
Can I grab? Because we still all have all our stuff on us, don't we?
You do. You've still got all your stuff.
Can I grab some of those pieces of paper out and do that? I'm gonna do like a rubbing on some of the symbols.
Yep. So you get, obviously, are you using all 10 pieces of paper?
Yes.
Yes. So you use all 10 pieces of paper and you rub some of these symbols, and you have now the actual symbols on you. They're just, from what you can see, you have not this in-depth knowledge of like magic.
Yeah.
So you will see lines and squiggles and circles and all these different ways that these symbols have kind of connected to each other. But you can at least determine that they're all from the same school. But you've got the rubbings all on pieces of paper now. So you've got 10 different symbols. There's like hundreds of symbols, but you've got 10 of those symbols at least on your piece of paper.
It's kind of a character called Howdle.
That's Nyx. Mika.
I can't remember the name.
Step on a platform, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna step on as well.
Yep, so where are you guys stepping? Are you stepping?
Well, let's say like I stepped on as I was doing the card. Like.
Oh yeah.
etching.
So you as you're doing you stepped on. Are you stepping on the bottom right hand?
Well, let's say I was on the right hand side.
Yep. So you're gonna step there.
Yeah.
The second you step there and you're kind of like in line with Elwyn, you see your platform light up as you're kind of rubbing, and you're like, and then you just keep kind of rubbing
What's going on here?
over, and you see the beam of light in the middle get thicker.
I'm just kind of staring at you, expecting.
I'm going to do one last look around. And I'm going to specifically look for movement.
Okay.
That's not the ocean or the cloud.
Everyone's just kind of been looking out like nothing's new. Look at me.
21.
Okay, so you look around and you see the trees in the distance moving. You can see what looks like there's creatures that are living in the trees, like way off in the distance. You actually don't see any defining features. You can just see this movement of blobs in the sky. You look down, and in the actual ocean, you see these like almost fish-like creatures appear and then disappear, and then appear and disappear. And you can actually see, it looks like the sand itself, there's parts of the sand that's slightly shifting. That's pretty much it.
Okay, I'm going to quickly hop off the platform, and I think I've got... What's the... D&D Beyond? Is that what it's called? Beyond? What's the thing called? Beyond?
D&D Beyond.
Oh my god, literally now. I think I've got some vials. I'm going to take a vial of water.
Okay, so you run down the stairs and you go and swoop up a vial of water. You put the vial into the water and bring it up. Nothing's in the vial.
Okay, what about sand?
You do the same. So you sweep up the sand, you pull it up, the sand almost disappears out of the vial directly.
Okay.
You're actually you're able to see that nothing is making sense in this area, because it's like having a dream. Things aren't making sense.
Okay. I'll go onto the platform, and can I touch the light?
In here?
I'll touch the light.
Yeah, so you touch the light and you feel this pull energy pulling you up, but it's not strong enough yet to actually pull you all the way.
Okay, I'll stand on the
Here?
other side. Yeah.
So you notice that you guys are now standing in like a triangle formation. The second you step on your platform, it lights up, and then you can see this as like it turns and this triangle forms, connecting all three of the platforms together. You actually see the entire bottom of where you're standing just drop, and you're standing on this like glass circular area, and there's this fire that's brewing underneath you, and you see as this light just starts getting bigger from the middle and it starts engulfing, and you can see as it's really thick, and it just starts building and growing, and it actually engulfs you. And the second it engulfs all three of you guys, you actually get pulled feet first up into the air as this like beam is pulling you somewhere else, and all three of you just vanish up in, and all you see is this bright yellow light. It almost looks like glitter and sparkles and stars all around you, and you're seeing as like you can kind of like scrape your hand along the side. It looks like you're scraping along water if you're going like on a boat, and you can see that you're traveling somewhere, and there's this white bright light that you're heading towards.
Can I scoop the light up into a jar?
Just
How fast are we going?
You guys are going extremely fast. Like you guys are actually you are feeling very motion sick right now.
you're pregnant.
I hold on to Vale's arm a little bit.
You're like, oh, and you guys are literally like flying through. What you guys do notice is that
What happens if I stick my head into the light? I'm gonna get
stick your head
decapitated.
in the light.
Just like
Do I get,
smooth off the top, chief.
do I get decapitated if I do that?
No, because if you stick your hand through the light, you're actually noticing that it's like you're just scraping along the water.
Can I put my head in whilst we're moving, just to see what happens? But if I'm going to die, don't let me do that.
Well, you have to tell me what you're doing.
Now,
I can't
stick
just
your
not
head
let you do
into the
something
wall.
if you're gonna die.
You
God.
first, Vale.
You tell me what you're doing, and we'll go from there. Are you sticking your head through it or not?
I really want to.
Then it's up to you. What do you want to do?
I'm gonna stick my head in.
You're gonna stick your head in. So as you stick your head in, your head gets. No, I'm kidding. Your head-
Jordan! I would have gone home and cried.
You stick your head through, and as soon as you get to a point, you actually can see this vast. It looks like stars. It looks like moons, but you're actually seeing them. There are these like circular bubbles almost, and that like it looks like this. You're underwater, and it's all these bubbles just floating around you, and you're kind of like. And you stick your head literally gets pulled back into where you are without very much of a look out.
Okay.
And then you guys see that you're actually heading, and you appear, this white light washes all over you guys, and you appear in...
What the fuck?
I've been here too.
Where haven't you been?
And but we were getting deceived and stuff. I had Apollo, and Apollo wasn't actually Apollo. He was like trying to lead us
So,
somewhere
you
that
guys
wasn't correct. Somewhere
all
like that.
kind of get pushed out onto this grass plain. You're looking out at this vast expanse. You see a castle in the distance, and you see it looks like that everything is kind of like glitching out, and you see random bubbles of all these things. Like you see a bubble of lightning, you see a bubble over here of water, and it looks like there's this like enclosed circular it looks like someone's like picked up water and then just put it in a bubble, and then it's just floating around. You see what looks like people, however they're phasing in and out.
Don't stick your head or anything in the bubbles because it will try and suck you into it, and there's a void. I'm
Go
pretty sure.
to different planes.
So who almost got sucked through it? These are my memories. I should remember.
Well, do you remember your dreams?
It was a very prominent dream. It wasn't just a normal dream.
Do you remember your dreams?
Yeah, I do. Personally.
Do I know
Pardon?
what this place is?
You know what this is, so you know that this is just some sort of area where you guys are. You know for it.
Yeah.
Like, the dream realm doesn't have necessarily like places. It is just this ball of random mushed together stuff. It doesn't necessarily look like, you can't just like, I'm going to go to Neverwinter. Like, there's areas, but it doesn't always stay the same, and that sometimes the areas change and sometimes they phase in and out. Like, you know that because of where you've been, and you've actually seen areas kind of appear. Like, it just depends on the people who are dreaming at the time. They make up the world. And you know that because you can see these people, and you see someone sitting there, and they're laying back on the grass. They're looking up at like trees.
They're other people's dreams.
When me and you were in that dream for the lady that works for that mayor,
You were there.
I was there, and you pushed her
Do
off.
I know she was there?
This is the first time you're hearing that she was there.
I didn't know you were there.
I was in the dream with you, and you walked off the cliff or something, or you had to push off the cliff, something like that. Fuck, I don't remember.
I'm very confused right now.
This was ages
But
ago.
at the same time, I'm like, it all feels, I don't know, just familiar, but not.
Pretty much. At the
When
moment,
we
you're
visited her in
looking
the
around.
dream,
You're
it
seeing
was
it looks familiar because obviously
She
everybody
looked in
has
her
come to
dream.
this realm
I was there.
Because she needed
when they dream. But this is the first time that you've seemed to have autonomy over what you're doing, and it feels like you're in a place, not a dream.
So these people that are like glitching in and out,
Mhm.
I can sort of
Is
discern
that
that
what
they
this
are
is?
people
Yeah,
dreaming,
the other people's dreams.
blinking in, dreaming, and then flashing out.
Yeah, pretty much. So it's like when you have dreams and like you have like this one dream and then it goes to something completely different. Like that's what's happening here. People are coming in and out of these places because they're dreaming at this place and then they go to somewhere else. That's why everything looks, unique and different.
Is there- Can I look around and see if there's anyone that isn't glitching out and is like us that is here, like a resident of this area?
Yes, you actually make a perception check.
18.
Okay. So, what you guys notice is, as you look around, what did you roll?
18.
18. So, you look around, you see there is a couple of people who aren't glitching out per se. You see this one guy in the distance who's just sauntering, and he's almost like deadpan face, and he's just kind of wandering.
Like wandering or just sitting down? Or is he like
He's
walking?
walking. So he's walking. So he's actually down, like, he's down the cliffs, and he's like, you can see him walking around the mountainside, very far in the distance. So you just see the outline of him at the moment.
So like sort of bit of like a depressively
Yeah.
just stroll.
Yes, very
Okay.
much so. This like almost depressed. I'm just gonna wander slowly.
So how far off do you think, like, off? So I'd say that we're in this picture, looking down at the view, seeing what you've just described, and we can see an old man or something, or a man down there.
He's down where that blue ball is,
Yeah.
just for reference.
Okay.
So he's like wandering around, and he's kind of like, you see him, he's like stops and stares at like the mountainside for a little bit.
In our direction.
No, not in your direction. He's like stops and stands at like the cliff face, and then he turns around and stares at the bubble. And turns around and kind of keeps walking. He looks like a zombie who's kind of like on like
Autocast.
sleep mode for a second.
Yeah. Alright. Do we see anything else, or do I see anything else?
That's all. That's the only person here that you see that's kind of wandering and not really doing anything.
I point said fellow out.
Mm-hmm.
And say, guys, do you see that guy down there? He looks,
Let's go down there.
yeah. Should probably ask him and see what's going on. I don't know where we are, what this place is.
Perfect. So
Last
you
one-
guys.
Last time we tried that, they couldn't see us.
Even the people that aren't phasing in and out of this.
I'm not sure
Place.
exactly like that, but
We'll go down
we
there
tried
as we're talking.
last time and they completely ignored us. So we weren't even there.
So you guys slowly make your way, and the further you get up to this person, the more the features are starting to be recognizable. You actually see as this person appears, and it finally starts clicking in your head. Wait a second, this is Delrin
Yeah.
from the magic shop in Neverwinter.
Oh yeah.
Didn't I like steal a whole bunch of stuff out of it?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
You guys, the last interaction you had with Delrin is you put him to sleep, and you guys stole some stuff, and you guys found the cloak in the background and Xanafia's diary and everything like that in, not Xanafia's diary, that book that Crayola could only read, and the cloak in the back of the magic shop. The last
I
thing
remember
you
them.
remember doing
He
is putting him
pulled
to
me
sleep.
in his dream too.
Oh, when?
A few nights ago. He didn't want to wake up anymore.
Oh.
Now you actually get to him at this point. So you guys are basically there next to him, and you see him. He's just,
Can I try and just reach for his hand?
yeah. You actually grab his hand. He's solid, and you see as he turns around and looks at you, and you actually see like these. Like his eyes are like fully glazed over. He looks droopy in the face. He's like looks sunken in, and he just stares at you.
Oh, okay, so I'm holding his hand and I'm just gonna put a hand on his face.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna kind of shake him a little. I'm just gonna say, like, "Can you see us?"
He just stares at you. There's literally no response happening. It's just.
I want to look at everyone else. Does anyone want to try and say something? I want to see if I can wake him up.
He's being claimed.
Been claimed. By who? By what?
Is he dying?
Well, he don't want to wake up anymore.
So what you're saying is he's dead?
No.
I'm gonna hug him.
You hug him, and he doesn't hug you back or anything like that. He just stays.
Yeah, I want to pull back and I'll say, if you can hear us and see us, we're gonna come back and visit you. Hold on, and then I'm just gonna try and wake him up. Or just shake him, see. I'm just gonna tell him, keep going, and I'm gonna just start being like, wake up.
You just see him. He's like
Nothing?
nothing.
I don't. Could.
I'm gonna start picking flowers.
Yeah, I'll go up to him as he's like shaking him and be like, "Do you remember? I don't even remember her name."
Is enough here?
Yeah, Xanafi. I say Xanafia. Do you remember her?
He sits there and he looks at you. From what you guys are gathering, there's literally nothing happening behind his face. It looks like whatever consciousness he had is no longer there. This is almost like a shell of his physical body, and you can actually see, because it's like sunken in, and you can see his eyes, like he looks like he's decaying, but he's just,
He's a husk.
he's a husk almost.
Can we gather that he's probably dying? Like he's somewhere dying? Is that, can we just like can we put two and two together?
You could probably figure out, like, he looks like he's somewhere dying, but
Shit.
it doesn't strike you as something like, for example, he is not responding to you, so it looks like for some reason this is part of him, because this is the first person you've actually been able to physically touch. That's not you guys.
Didn't you say that these big bubbles take you to places?
Erwin said that. Last time one of us tried to go in, we created like a human chain and they got sucked in. And so we managed to, I'm pretty sure we managed to, my whole memory on this is really hazy, but like I remember someone almost got sucked into it and we pulled him out. I think all three of us got sucked in and one of us managed to pull us all out. I could be making this shit up.
What if we pushed him into one of those? What would happen?
I'm pretty sure he would just die. Pretty sure he would literally just die.
So you look to your right. You actually see the blue bubble, and you can now that you're close to it, you actually hear this, and you can actually see this flashing that's coming from the inside of the bubble.
Yeah, but like, let's.
Do you want to look into it and I'll hold on to you?
I'll
I'll pull you out.
Well.
In like,
after what you just described.
I'll pull you out in 5 seconds. I won't leave you hanging in there.
I'm just sitting in the grass. Playing with flowers.
You're just like,
Yeah. Just kind of in my habitat, and I just say, they take you to different realms, and I'm pretty sure that's the lightning realm.
Yeah. Yeah, there was lightning in there. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, so you might get a bit deep fried in their veil.
Yeah, I kind of don't want to do that.
you're like, never mind.
No, thank you. Well, shall we find a way of getting back?
So, you guys now being where you are, let me put the picture back up again. Where are you?
Where are you?
And I'm so sorry.
Alright, perfect. So, you actually now you're down where that blue bubble is. Now, you actually see this gully kind of that continues off into the distance. And you see yet another person wandering that's not phasing out very far in the distance. So it kind of goes and then it turns into this dark corner.
Let's go.
We just gonna leave him?
Well, as we walk past, I'm gonna touch his shoulder.
As you touch his shoulder, you see as you say, and then you let go and you just.
And we'll keep walking.
What'd you just do?
Sucking the life out of him.
Does he look just any different?
No.
Demon child.
Hello, what are you doing?
And then as you guys keep going, you
He
kind
got
of.
his wish.
What was he?
You.
I helped him.
What did you do?
He didn't want to wake up anymore.
Oh.
You keep going, and at this point, you actually see this. Let me pull it up. So you see this woman. She's purple, and she's a tiefling.
Oh.
And you walk up to her. So you walk around the corner, and you walk up, and what you realize is, let me grab it.
What's happening to everyone? Have we been away for too long?
So you see this woman as she kind of walks up. You walk up to her and you're like, wait a minute. You recognize her and you recognize her. Well, you all recognize her, but you both recognize her very instantaneously. Whereas you go, oh, wait a minute. This is Mary, the advisor to the Lord of Neverwinter.
Her dream. I was with you in her dream.
You actually see her doing. She's the same. So her face is a little bit sunken in, not as sunken in as Delrin, but her skin is very, her purplish glow is faint, and she's kind of just.
Elowen, don't touch her.
She didn't want her fear anymore. So I took that away too.
What was her fear? Oh, her fear. I remember that. It was she's lesbian.
And she was scared to show.
Like he took the gay away.
Elowen
I
converted.
cured her gayness.
But I'm like overhearing this. I'm like, you took her fear away and you took Delrin's.
Lie?
You didn't want to make him wake up, but she wasn't dead from last time I saw her. Well, we saw her.
They're not dead.
So what? This is like a shadow that you've taken from them. Like an aspect of themselves has been claimed by you.
Is
What
this
is
your
going-
realm?
My realm.
Yeah. Did you create this realm?
No, they called me to their dreams and then I helped them.
I'm the dream child.
Are you a goddess of dreams?
Oh, that'd be pretty spicy.
Elwyn Dream Weaver. Wow.
So, you actually see Mary as she's staring directly at this cliff face. Oh, not cliff face, like this cliff.
Oh.
Mirror, no, what is it? Like, it's like a cavern. That's like you've got like a gully you've gone through, and it's just this like
A ledge.
oh, not a ledge. It's like
The cliff face.
the stone, and like above is like
The cliff.
yeah.
Is that
Oh,
where
so
she
she's-
jumped?
You've gone in this like gully type
where-
thing. Oh no, it's only like 5 feet.
Is this where she jumped in a dream though?
No, this isn't. You don't recognize this place. Oh, you recognize this place, but you don't. This
Yeah.
isn't where she was with the dream. She's just staring.
Ooh, okay. What happens if we grab both her hand and Darren's hand and take them with us?
Why are we taking it?
No. Where we're going.
They're fine.
Okay. Alright.
Can I look ahead? Can I just keep going?
Yeah. So you.
And I'll touch her shoulder as I leave.
So as you leave, you touch her shoulder, and she goes, "Help! Help!" As you like let go, and she.
Do I hear that?
Yeah, you all hear that because you guys didn't move.
Alright, well I'm like, what? Elwyn, can you just put your hand on her shoulder?
I just keep walking.
I'm like, you're weird cookie.
I'm gonna run up to Ella and I'm gonna grab her hand. Does anything happen?
You're gonna grab Ellen's hand.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. You're just grabbing her hand.
That's what you
So
They're fine, come on.
You get to this area that looks like this. And what you're noticing is you kind of come out and there's this dark tinge that's now facing you. You actually see this like sign that has been like bashed into the ground, and it's like a wooden sign. It actually says, "Beware the Cavern of Nightmares."
I walk through.
Don't dead open it inside.
Wait, you walk inside?
Yeah.
So you just see Elwyn walk, and she keeps going. She vanishes
No.
in the distance. She literally vanishes.
Oh shit.
You better follow quick.
You don't
To
hear
the
that.
cabin. Like, so it's just like pitch black.
It's not pitch black. You can see it's a path, but you see as she walked past that light that's kind of down the bottom left-hand side of the screen. She walked past that, and as soon as she left the light source, she just vanished. She literally vanished.
Alright, I'll be like, fine. And I just start.
You watch as Vale goes past the light source as well, and then
Okay. I'm gonna do a quick turnaround survey.
yeah, you do a quick look around. You see Mary like in the distance still, and she's just. But that's all you see. Same.
Alright. I put my hand on my stomach and I just walk in.
Oh yeah, you're pregnant. I keep forgetting.
Okay.
Sorry.
She's just like wobbling in into battle and everything.
She doesn't even, she's just bloated at the moment. It's just gas.
It's just gas.
You know?
Let me have to protect this egg everywhere we go.
2. She's
3.
got twins, I'm telling you. 3. Fuck.
So
I'll break one of those eggs if I have to.
Omelette,
Dinner is served.
scrambled, fried, sunny side up. Hard boiled,
Spooky music.
How do you like your fetuses?
aborted.
So as you guys walk, Ellen, you're the first one. You start walking,
Fucking idiot.
and you appear in this.
That was good.
You appear in this area, and you kind of look around. You can see these like bats and everything flying at you, but what you do notice is that there's a candle in the middle and it's flickering. And it's almost like calling to you.
I go up to it.
So as soon as you go up to it, you look into the candle and your vision kind of zooms into the candle and it engulfs your area. You're now sitting in a chair. This smell of apple pies hit you in the face.
Oh!
You actually see as this like hooved creature starts coming out of this room.
Everyone hates me.
And he looks at you with these black eyes.
What was that?
He looks at you with these black eyes and you can't get up off the chair. You're sitting at this like countertop, this wooden countertop, and he pulls out ingredients.
Oh my god.
And he just tilts his head and goes, "You must face." And then he starts making what looks like an apple pie.
Yuck!
Oh, the horror.
This was your nightmares being forced to eat fruit.
Hates fruit in pastries. That's her biggest fear. She finds it disgusting.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh my god, please stop!
I love it. So this creature who's like hooved and it literally looks like this like black entity, like this shadowed creature, kind of gives you kitty vibes, but not kitty.
Yeah.
And he's staring directly at you this entire time with his piercing black eyes and he goes,
Alright, you can calm down now.
and then he picks up the pie as it's done and he just floats it over to you and it's hovering literally right in front of you. He goes,
Ellen's gagging.
he goes, "You must eat or stay."
Eat the pie.
Grab a piece. I hold my nose and I eat it.
You see as this creature's like,
Alright, that's enough. And I
And
wave
you-
my hand.
you hear a voice like that kind of echoes through. Interesting. Didn't think you would actually do it. And then
I
the
always
entire
face my
area
fear.
just dissipates. You see as it like folds out of itself and you just appear face back. Like your back is on this like grassy area and you're seeing like blue sky with like the stars and stuff like that. Now,
Oh,
we're going with Vale because you walked through next.
what's your fear?
So, you walk through, same thing happens, you walk into this cavern but you don't see Elwyn. But you do see the candle that's kind of like calling and you hear this like whisper like, Vale, Vale, whispering through the caverns as this candle's like,
So I'm like walking through still.
yeah, you walk into it and then you like appear in this area and you see the candle that's in front of you.
Yeah, okay, so I see the candle and I'm just trying to, I see it in the center.
Mm-hmm.
I try and like walk around the perimeter of the room, trying to just...
Yeah. So as you turn and you try to look at the perimeter, you then see your vision basically cuts back to this area and it's like almost no matter which way you look, you're still seeing the same image regardless of which direction you're looking at.
Yeah.
So you start walking, but then the image reappears in front of you. It's almost as if your mind is not allowing you to see anything else.
And I'm like, fine. So I have like a mental battle within myself. I'm like, onward.
Mhm.
I tell myself, I'm like, looks like I'm gonna have to walk forward.
Yep, so you walk into it and you appear. You are face to face with yourself. You've got a mask on,
Mm-hmm.
you've got a cloak, and you are standing there staring directly at you. And it's you. You can see yourself.
Yeah.
the whole room around you is completely pitch black. It's just you and whatever is mirroring you at the moment.
And I see myself, because I'm not as I perceive myself, but I am not that at the moment. I am shapeshifted into someone else.
Yes.
I see that, and as I'm looking, I shape back into my changeling form.
Mm-hmm.
And I raise my hand up towards the figure.
Yeah, you see the figure mirror exactly your action. So you raise this hand, it raises the hand. It's like you're looking in a mirror.
Yeah. And I touch my hand like that.
Yep, so as you touch hands, your hands kind of morph into each other, and you can see that this is you're basically morphing into whatever this image is.
And then with the other hand, I try and reach for the mask, but I'd say wouldn't my other hand obscure the other?
Exactly, so as you go to reach up, you're reaching for the mask, it's reaching for the same part of your face. So you can see the hand as it goes, as you reach for the mask, it's reaching for whatever would be where your mask would be on your face at the moment.
Yeah. And then let's say I grab it, and then I pull it away.
So you pull the mask off your face, and it does the same action, but obviously you're not wearing the mask at the moment.
Yeah. So I'm reaching, I've got my hand morphing into the other one.
Yeah,
And
so
then I've got the other hand on my mask.
yeah.
And I tear it off.
Yep.
I don't know, I feel like I don't know, you can say otherwise, but I feel like even with that action, I feel like even though I've got my changeling form, it feels like I'm tearing off another layer of myself.
Correct. So you pull that off, it feels like you're kind of tearing off part of who your identity is, I suppose. Or how you perceive your identity. So you tear it off, you see the mask as it falls and just into smoke. You look back and this face looks back at you and it just smiles and goes, ha ha.
Do I recognize it?
You don't recognize it. It looks familiar in a way, but it doesn't look you're not oh yes, I know who that is. But it does have this familiarity to it, and it's just you know what? It's a good thing I didn't want you. And then it just vanishes out of thin air. And then you hear this voice as it goes over and goes, you two. Interesting. And then the entire black fades and you're on your back on a grass area with the sun above you. You actually look to your left and you see Alwyn there as well. Now, Hugh, you're the last one to walk in. You actually walk into the cabin. You see the same thing, the light that's flickering.
Do I see that person right at the end?
That person right at the end.
Is that person right at the end?
No. That is candles. It's like an altar.
Okay, I guess I'm just gonna look around and I'll just look at the candle and I'll get a bit hypnotized.
Yep. So as you walk into this candle kind of area, you get engulfed in the same type of flames, and you're in your house. Alone. You actually can see that this was your bedroom back when you lived in Neverwinter. What you notice though is that the normal streets of the sounds of the Neverwinter streets that you would normally hear, nothing. You actually look out your window for a second and the entire city is completely deserted. There's no one for miles. You are alone.
fear of being alone?
You actually turn around then and you see, like, from the glass window, you actually turn around and you see these, like, cribs. There's actually 3 different cribs.
No. What's in the crib?
You hear crying.
3?
You just hear crying.
3 cribs.
3 cribs.
What is it?
I'm gonna walk over. Is there anything written on the cribs?
No, there's nothing written, it's just normal cribs. As you walk over to it, you see what looks like a child in the crib.
Just one child.
Just looks like there's one crib, like you walk over to one crib, you can't walk over to all 3. You walk over to one, you see a child. You walk into another one, you see another child, another one. There's a child in each crib.
What do they look like?
You can't see, they're like got wrapped around. As you pull the blanket
I'll
off.
probably pick one up. Maybe.
So you go to pick one up and it just vanishes. You hear as it's and then you see as like you look over and you see like just blood pouring out of each one of the cabins. You see as your hands recover in blood and you're basically covered head to toe in blood as there's blood all over the walls, all over the floor, and all 3 cribs just kind of start decaying and shrinking and morphing. And then you start to smell smoke. And you see as there's flames flicking and lapping at the windows and the doors, and you see as it just starts engulfing the room that you're in. It doesn't feel hot, but you can see as the flames are engulfing you, and you can hear a voice as it echoes, and it's a child's voice. It goes, "Help!" And then it vanishes. Then you are over the top of that, you hear a voice go, "So what do you do now, dragon?"
I'm gonna kind of like spin around, look for that voice. I'm like,
You can't see where that voice came from. It was like this over. It looks like it's like someone has like a speaker and they're like speaking from like the roof, but the flames are like lapping at the roof now, and you're starting to be like engulfed.
She would go to the baby voice.
She'd go to the baby voice. The second that you run to the baby voice, you literally run through the flames as you part through, and you just start falling backwards, and you fall smack bang on the back of this grassy area. But the difference is you're looking up at the sky. You see the stars, you see the blue sky, and then all of a sudden your soul starts being pulled. And you start feeling it, and you look over, you see these 2 as they're staring back at the sky. You hear a voice being like, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back, come back. And it just like kind of starts layering. You guys look over and see Hugh as she vanishes directly in front of you.
Could I not touch her in time?
You try to grab her, but she just absolutely dissipates. You wake back up in the circle of thunderweed, surrounded by poppies, and you actually see Sister Gael as she's over the top of you. She goes, "Oh, thank God! What happened?" And you look around, and you see Vale, Cryella, Elwyn, everyone's like asleep.
I don't know.
She goes, "Dear, this is some serious magic. What happened?" And that is where we're going to stop for a break. And welcome back from the break. So, as you can see, we have no Hugh now either. That is because she is no longer part of this storyline.
No, I'm just kidding.
She's still here. But these guys are the only ones left in the realm. So, This is why we are just focusing on these two for the next part. So, let's jump straight into it then. You guys both
Me and you.
lay back and you guys are looking up. You guys notice each other and you guys are sitting there.
I wonder where Hugh went.
So we've woken up. It's blue skies, as you said.
It is blue skies, but you can still see the stars and the moon and stuff like that, but it's a lot more like, oh, this looks a lot more real, I suppose, is the best way to describe it.
We get up, I look around, what do I see? What is the scenery, as I look around, the same as the Circle of Thunder?
I will show you if I have any image. Come on.
Camel?
Come on. No, come on. So, you wake up. It's not like the Circle of Thunder, per se. It's more like, this grass area. You kind of put your head up for a moment. You notice that there's a cliff in front of you. That kind of drops off to an ocean. If I can actually get this to work for me, that would be friggin' amazing. Alright, there we go. So, this is where you've woken up. So you're like laying down and you look over, you can see the cliff and you can see the water. You look over, you see like these ruins off to the side.
Yeah.
I just get up.
So the second you get up and you look around, you realise very, very fast this is the same area as where you helped Mary. It's the same cliff ledge.
I've been here before.
Seems like a common word.
Huh?
I've been here before. I've been here before.
Where are we? Why aren't we?
We're still in the dream realm. Calm down. Do I see a building?
You see like this ruin area over here.
Ooh. Let's go over there.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Okay, so you guys walk over, so you can see the entrance here. What you'll actually notice is there's kind of like inside, there's this like platform in the middle that has like these carvings and stuff like that written on it.
Like that circle.
That's, yeah, like.
Yeah.
Do I recognize any just off the top of my head, just from spending that brief moment sketching?
No, they're different symbols.
Okay.
But what you'll notice is they're written in common, so they're actually letters. So the closer that you get to it, the more you realise, oh wait a minute, they're just letters. So if are you guys going up to it? Yeah? Okay. So you guys both walk up to it. You notice that it's a ring. Well, not a ring, it's kind of like a semicircle around like part of it. And the letters are, if you want to write this down you can, but it's up to you. The letters are Q, E, B, and then there's a space. And then it's A, O, B, X, J, T, B, X, S, B, O.
Alright.
So the X is a divider, from the looks of things. I don't know. That looks. Well, there's three letters and then
Queb!
there's an X.
Ayo Baba Jabba Daskaba.
Yeah.
I love it!
Fascinating. Can I look around the ruins? Do I see anything?
Make a perception check. What languages do you speak again?
Fae, Elven.
Cool. So, you look around and you see in Elvish written on the back wall. So it's actually over here, underneath here. And it's partially obscured with the rubble. But you kind of move it a little bit and you actually see, it says in kind of like this like nice elvish font. The answer lies 3 steps ahead.
Fuck. Go several steps ahead. Can I go up 3 steps?
Yeah, like as in like up to it, 3 steps?
Yeah.
Yep, so you go 1, 2, 3 steps up, and you're face to face to the wall like this.
No, can I go up steps?
Up steps, yep.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Nothing else. I go up 3 steps, like 3 stairs.
You go up 3 steps, nothing else.
3 steps ahead. 1, 2, 3. B. 1, 2, 3. B. 1, 2, 3. T. 1, 2, 3. S. 1, 2. Nothing. B. B. T. S.
BBTS.
Well, I don't know.
So yeah, I'm like, I just see Elwyn start walking.
Going upstairs.
Go upstairs. I'm like, what are you doing?
I don't know. This thing said the answer lies 3 steps ahead.
And it's on that
On that wall.
Mm-hmm.
The circle, is it like a platform or anything, or is it just like...
It's stone in the grass. It looks platformish, but it doesn't seem to like...
Can I look everywhere else, like go up the very
Yeah.
top?
So as you walk right up to the top section, you'll actually notice that it looks like this was like a stone outcropping.
I'll start following it.
Not an outcropping, like an outpost, that's what I'm looking for, like where people would have stood. And you'll actually see like this crumbled wall that like lines it, but when you get up to the stairs, you notice that there's like an A written right in front of you. And then as you go, you see like there's a bit of a wall missing, and then you see CD, and then there's another little bit of the wall missing, and then F, G, and as you kind of walk around and look, you can see there's parts missing, but it's the alphabet, and it's literally littered from A right around to Z.
Can I go touch Q?
Yep, you run around, you actually realize Q's missing.
Can I touch like just one of the letters, see if it does anything, or...
Sure, you touch one of the letters, and you're like, nothing happens. It's just
Nothing.
carved into the
Q's missing. Is E there?
E is there.
Can I go down and touch the stone platform? Like, just touch the first letter?
Yep, so you touch the first letter, and nothing really lights up.
Can I just start?
3 steps ahead. Can I go touch B?
You touch B, nothing happens.
Can I touch B from down on the platform?
Yeah, nothing happens. So you actually realize as you're touching the letters, there is no energy that's kind of giving back to you. So what you would normally be aware of is if it was something that would require touching, you would get like a zap, or you would actually feel the magic energy around these letters, where there's nothing there.
Nothing else I see.
Nothing else that you see. Obviously there's the letters, and each letter is like linked underneath each other, so it kind of looks like there's like this garland around underneath each letter.
So Q's missing. Can I touch the Q area?
You touch
Q
around where the Q is. Nothing.
Is that garland, what you just said, on the stone as well?
No, it's only on the ring around the top. So it's kind of like this half wall, and the letters were carved into the stone wall in this circle around it.
Can I go on the other side?
Like over here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you walk.
Anything?
No, it's the same.
I don't know, Vale.
I don't know what's going on either.
There's an alphabet up there.
Can we look into that big rubble pile, see if there's anything hidden up on one of those platforms or in the
It's like
center?
up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you kind of make a perception check.
3 steps ahead. Can I
12.
do
you start
knowledge.
sifting through the rubble. You do see some of like the missing letters from the walls, like one or two missing letters that the walls kind of crumble down into.
Can I grab it and put it up onto the wall?
Yeah. So you put it up on the wall, and the stone sits for a moment. Nothing really happens, but then it just kind of falls out because there's not really spaces for it. The mortar's all like collapsed, and it would only sit there for a moment, and then a breeze would knock it over. That's pretty much all that you're noticing. What are you wanting to do?
Can I make like an intelligence check to like try and piece things together?
Yeah, make an intelligence check. Why not?
Because I got nothing. Oh, natural 20.
Oh, okay.
That was just that was perfect.
So you would realize that this type of magic, the area that you're looking around, you kind of do see these connections. What you're noticing is that the connections, it's like A to B, and then like B to C, and then C to D.
Mm-hmm.
And then it almost looks like there's like numbers underneath, like 1, 2, 3. And then it goes again. But like they're overlapping each other as well. So they're not, it's not as simple as like A, B, C, D. And then like E, F, blah, blah, blah. And there's like one that starts at A, goes to B, then C, then D. But then there's one that starts at B and then goes around. And you can actually see one that comes from the where the Z would be and then connects back to the A.
So there's like a big line that's going all the way.
Almost. So it's like from the A to the D, and then from the B, it's like almost like connecting certain letters together in a way.
Yeah.
Can I go? What is B attached to?
What is B attached to?
So it goes B,
E.
E. Can I go to B and E?
Like as in like you go both to the both letters. Yep.
Touch them.
Touch it, nothing happens.
So
like A, for example, is attached to D. B
Yeah,
is
like-
attached to E.
So. Okay, so I see what Ellen. I ask her.
what's Q attached to?
Yeah.
T.
T. What's E attached to?
H.
What's B attached to?
E.
The. What's A?
D.
D.
Ellen,
O.
what are you doing?
Is R.
B is E. X.
Is connected back up to the A.
Hello, smart. J.
I'm like looking at her and I'm like, what the fuck is she doing?
She's
J.
like scratching it in the ground. Is M.
By the way, I don't think Ella would be this. I feel like this is Kimmy.
You rolled a natural 20 on your
Okay.
check, so like
Okay, so the dream. J. Oh no, we did J. T.
is W.
B. E. Right? B is E. X. A. S.
Is V.
The Dreamweaver.
As soon as you say that out loud, as soon as you say that out loud, the stone in the middle just and it spins and kind of like starts lifting up, and you see this like vortex kind of appear, and the entire stone structure around you starts collapsing, and you actually can see as this vortex is growing and it starts like lifting up your belongings that are on the ground. You guys are up on the stone platforms. You're seeing the entire ground start getting engulfed and pulled into this blue vortex. And you can see stones start getting ripped out of this entire structure and pulled and basically pulled up, and the current's starting to get quite strong. I would need both of you to make a strength check right now.
$17.
17.
I rolled a 12 plus 13.
Okay, so you both managed to like not be like pulled up just quite yet. Your movement is basically non-existent because you're trying to like really pull yourselves like away from this vortex. You've got about like 10 feet range that you've got at
I'm
the
just
moment.
gonna go towards it though.
You're just gonna jump straight into it?
Yeah.
Sweet. You just see Elowen go, and then she just lets herself be taken
Yeah,
from
I was
it.
sort of like thinking I might just jump in as well.
Awesome. Alright, so you both get basically taken, and then as soon as you kind of get taken up, it's just and then you appear almost like you're floating, and then you float down into this area, which is kind of like this.
I've been here too.
I'm just sort of getting fed up. I'm like, oh my god.
So you both get like dropped in this like compass area,
Don't worry, Bale. You're safe with me.
Yeah.
and then you hear a voice.
That's what I'm worried about.
You hear a voice.
It's you I'm worried about.
Appear over this like ethereal ghost. I see you found my little game.
Nah, your games are always so boring.
Oh, Elowen. Good luck. And the room starts spinning at this point, and you can actually see as the ground and the bricks are starting to and be taken away. You now have 10 minutes to figure out what you are doing before the timer runs.
Can I think of last time how I got out?
Yep, last time you got out, you did something very specific, which was you had to say Darinka's name to get out. However, you felt like you didn't actually need to do that to get out. You felt like you could just leave. But the reason why you didn't know what you were doing back then.
Kind of look around.
Yep, so you look around, make a investigation check. You both can if you want.
Yeah, I wanna. So I see this figure say,
No,
welcome
you
back.
only hear it. It's actually, you don't see anything. You just hear it kind of like kind of morphing through the air, if that makes sense.
So I just hear this entity say about Elowen.
Yeah, you do.
I'm like, what is it? Like, where are we? What's going on?
Let's just get out of here.
How did you get out of here?
I just said Darinka's name, but I feel like he's probably,
Like
upped
Darinka.
his game a bit. Maybe he's got a different word now.
Okay.
I just go, Dreamweaver?
No. What did you roll for investigation?
Oh, 10.
10?
19.
19. So as you walk around, you actually see on each one of the pillars as words. So you're walking around, you actually see words carved into each one of the pillars.
What are they?
I like wave
Yeah.
Elowen over. I'm like, these pillars.
As you look around, these are the words that you see. What pillars do you kind of... Oh, actually, I'll just tell you all the words and you can kind of go from there, because they're not in order. So you see the words that, secret, reveals, is, the, spoken, open, doorway, be, and to.
Reveal.
So
The spoken secret that reveals an open doorway.
yeah, but
Yeah? Did anything happen when I said that?
No, nothing happened when you said that.
to be
Or not to be.
a secret doorway that
Boom.
Vale, you are so good at this.
Right. At this point, as well as you're doing this, you actually see more of the actual walls fully collapse now, and you actually see.
Is there any symbols, like what kind of secret?
No, nothing's kind of guiding you to what type of secret. It just
No, just like anything else, the symbols, or it's just the pillars with the...
Just the pillars have the names on it, but you're actually seeing compasses on the ground, and you're actually seeing words like lies, hidden, and truth, and all these types of things that people have clearly like carved into like it looks like someone has like scratched this into like stone.
Can I say my birth name?
Sure.
Lonarwin.
You say that, and there's a shift or a moment where it's you feel this like release almost, because this is the first time you've spoken this out loud. You actually see this like release, and you're floating now.
Oh!
And Vale's attached to the ground still, but you feel like you're weightless, and like you can see the room still collapsing around you.
What?
I'm like, what did I only heard like a murmuring, but I'm like, what did you say?
I just said I said a name that the Fae called me.
What is it?
I'm telling you, it didn't work. It's
But you-
Lonarwin.
And I say, Winarwin.
Nothing happens.
Winar. I'm like,
It's Lornar.
Lorno.
You're like, is it?
Lonarwin or something.
The lore.
The Lord. Saloon had a baby. Nothing's happening.
You're just floating.
I'm like, okay, so
I think it is the secret reveals the secret spoken reveals what?
You're actually
To me.
noticing, Alan, when you're floating, and you can actually see like a spark happening up in the air, and it's kind of like shifting slightly, and it's moving, but it's not fully like emerging yet.
I'll go up to the spark.
So you through the air,
Yeah.
you just
Yeah,
see Alan like frogging.
Pretty much. You're like, fuck, this bitch is weird.
yeah, I'm just like,
You go up to the spark, and you actually see a very brief, like it looks like a keyhole almost, and you can actually see yourself and surrounded by the poppies. You see Cryella next to you, and Hal and everyone all asleep in the poppies still through this like little hole.
I'm just gonna... Like, I'm sick of playing his games. And I'm sick of all the secrets and everything. And I'm just gonna, like... I don't know, like, draw in all my energy that I know and just, like, bust through the lock. Like, I don't want to play your games anymore. This is mine.
Make a strength check.
Oh! It's probably not gonna work. It's a natural one.
So you
Come
go,
on!
I'm done, and you
A
just
strength?
into the
just like hit it, just like roll.
and then she's like boom, and she's like back, and she's like
I'm like, I just see what's going on. I'm like, oh my god, what is going on with this place?
you just hear this like ethereal at this point. You just hear this. Try to escape once again. I'm smarter than that, Elowen.
I'm thinking about a secret doorway. Is there any other like, other than seeing that light up in the ether? Is there like any other sort of doorways or anything?
No, this is a doorless room. There is a window that, like, at the end that is clearly looking out to wherever this ethereal is, like this greenish glow outside.
Can I
But you can
walk up
actually,
to it?
yeah, of course. So you actually can walk up to the window. It's like right over here, like it's
Yeah.
this stained glass window from side to side. You look out and you can see this weird ethereal plane. It looks like there's this green glow. It looks like around it is just like black nothingness. But you can actually see as parts of this room is being like pulled apart. You can see at this point the entire walls are starting to break and stones and bricks are being pulled out. One of the pillars that are behind you is just collapsed now and is falling like through. But you can see as it's being pulled, it kind of then floats.
Yeah.
So almost as if it like pulled and then floating. You, however, are getting a very strong gravitational pull down to something, whereas you are now floating in thin air around.
Yeah. I'm like sort of reflecting back onto what just brought us to the previous place.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like thinking about me tearing off the mask, looking at myself, and I'm like I'm just thinking like what secrets are there to reveal? Like, what do you want to know from me? Like, I don't even know myself. Like, what is there to tell? What is there to reveal? If I don't even know myself.
Reveal a secret.
Reveal a secret? It's like, I'm like talking to myself, and I'm like, I don't even know my real name.
As soon as you say, I don't even know my real name, you actually see Drinker appear as this floating entity. He is huge, like as in Elwyn's like the size of his eye, and she's like,
So what, this speck in the sky and this like fucking
huge ass entity just appears out of like the ether, and you can see the room as it stops. And you then start feeling weightless as you lift up and you're like, oh shit. And what you hear is you hear Jarinka and he goes, perfect. 1 for 1. I think the time has come. Thank you for visiting, and thank you for playing my little game. Unfortunately, now rules are rules. I've got to let you go. I'll be seeing you soon. And you actually see as he leans forward, you can see like he's wearing like a necklace, like a pendant. And you can see as he's like got these like really clear, distinct eyes, like piercing, like glowing eyes. And he's got like this like long flowy hair, and he's wearing this like a regal outfit. He looks like a man, but you can't really...
What colour is his like skin? Is it like just...
Well, it's like kind of see-through at the moment, so you don't necessarily see like a skin colour per se. He's just there. You can see the features, but you can't really see like...
so it's like transparent
Yes.
with like the background, like piercing.
The eyes are the only thing that's prominent there,
Yeah.
and the pendant, obviously, because he's wearing it around his neck, and this long flowy hair, and he just looks at you and goes, goodbye. And he flicks you guys with his hands, and you get flown through the door as you literally wake up into the poppy field, and you can see as Crayola and Howler just... And you wake up to Sister Kael being like, this is some serious magic. What happened? As you both... And that is where we're going to leave today's session.
Damn.
We'll see you next fortnight!